Okay, all right. Yes, we are back again in a new video. I just want to quickly present this to you. Many of you know, some may not, that this security going on in Nigeria is not only tagged on Europe, on Northerners and Easterners. All right, it is everywhere, and people in charge of media space in Nigeria happen to be the Southwesterners, Yorubas. I'm not saying that you don't see Northerners in the picture, you do, but the dominance come from the Southwest of Nigeria. When you talk of Channel TV, when you talk of Sahara Reporter, all these mainstream media and big platforms basically belong to them, and they don't use that to do justice to the situation at hand, simply because somehow they need to manage it for their babao. You know what I mean by babao? You're like their elderly ones or the political class of Yorubas. They'll pretend that, some of them pretend that they are giving it out the way it's supposed to be, but when it has to do with their own, they'll hide it out. I remember when Mazanakan called it out and called them Gotha media. People say that no culture. One must say that he's insulting, quote unquote, Yoruba people, which is not true. It's not about Yoruba people. It's about being, focused and determined to say the truth when it's much needed. All right. So today we are going to bring to you a few things about the Fulani herdsmen, this security going on in Yoruba land. But when you check on social media, Twitter, for example, Facebook, in some cases even white, they will focus on telling you that Igbos they are practicing, if they are not mad, they are practicing kidnapping and this and that in Igbo land is a no-go area and but in the Yoruba land, they themselves are, running away from their homes. If you watch the video that we published today on our main platform, the first one, you just can watch that interview between that American Raymond Ibrahim and one Reverend Father from the north. What they said, the plan of Fulanis, the template and everything was mentioned. They read it out. You can go and watch and hear it for yourself. They know what they're doing. The focus is there. The determination is there. I mean, talking about from Fulani angle, what they're doing, they know it. And this is not to put fear in you, but to wake your subconsciousness. Because if you are one of those who rely on headline news from NTA, AIT, Al Jazeera, not Al Jazeera, of course, these are, but I'm talking about the local mainstream media in Nigerian space. You talk of Channels TV, AIT, name them, even Sahara Reporter, all of them. Even when you come to newspaper, of course, Vanguard, the Daily Post, Punch, all these things, they are being dominated or being controlled by Yorubas. But they ignore this crisis, even from their own land. So how can I see what is going on in Yoruba land and I will be questioning them, why are they not reporting what is going on in Southeast? They can only report the one on Southeast when it has to show negative side of Southeasterners. Those are funders will come, because don't get it twisted. It's not about all the Yorubas in the nation. No, I'm talking about their funders who determined to, who allow themselves to be an instrument of, segregation and tribalism. And they are eager to practice favoritism simply because they believe that once their own is there, it doesn't matter what the person commits, their media is meant to protect their own and expose others. Even when others are not committing something to be exposed, they will paint it as if that is what's exposing. What I'm trying to say in this few minutes is that media is one of the problems of everybody that want to live and let live in Nigeria. I'm talking about innocent people, whether you are from the west or north or to east. the media in Nigeria is one of your major problems. One of the major, if in fact, the whole shenanigans starts with the media. All right? It started with the media. The picture before you now is how they are running away in Kwara State. Indigenous people of Kwara State, both those who migrated from the north on attempt to drag the land, the ancestral land of Oduduwas, with them, which is the Fulanis, of course, because that's why you hear people saying, you guys surrender Kwara State. Today, Kwara State is not facing a very big threat. Why? Because Fulanis have already, they have conquered that place technically for ages. And they have more dominance in the land, they have more foot soldiers in the land than any other part of Southwest as we speak. Therefore, people who have their hometown, ancestral home there, are living in fear. They are, vanishing from their hometown, from their ancestral land, as you can see on the picture. That is a very, very deadly sign. And that is what Fulanis have come to do. If you doubt me, let me read this out for you. But before then, let me show you the picture from Paya Debanjo. Look at him here. And he said, herdsmen, this is from Salah Reporter, herdsmen have pied over 29,000 Yoruba people. It is time to separate Yoruba nation from Nigeria. Professor Akintoye. He's the one that made this one. And this man, like I always tell you, Yorubas have a very, very intelligent and educated, sound-minded people, but they are very few in number. Yes. I'm not talking about those who know how to speak grammar. I'm talking about those who went to school and school passed through them. I'm talking about those who understand how to build a society. I watched one of them. These guys are very crazy. I watched one of our Afonja, educated Afonja, claiming that the Yoruba people know how to build a city than any other people are. I'm not dragging anything with you on that, but don't get it twisted. The only city that you can be proud of is Lagos. And if any part of Nigeria today receive the benefits, the attention from federal government, like Yoruba have, like Lagos have received, those things may be even far better than Lagos. Lagos is the first federal capital of Nigeria for years. Okay, Lagos is where you have WAF, official one, that people can go in and come back. They have international airport, seaport, everything is there. So how can you not beat your chest as a Yoruba man and said, we know how to build a city, we are the one that build this. Now, I'm not saying you don't know how to live. You have everything to be a country. But undermining the effort of other people is shocking, because if what Igbo, the treatment from federal government on Easterners, imagine if Yoruba received the same treatment, for example, £20 rather, and marginalization, restriction, and deprivation. Everything they have done to Easterners. Imagine if you pass the same measure on Yoruba land. How many cities do you think you would have been built? You would have built by now. But when you see them talking, they pretend or they act as if they know it all when they know nothing. Anyway, I'm not here to debate him on that, but I just want to remind you, to refresh your memory, that the Yorubas are facing a very huge insecurity in their own land as well. Not only Eastern, because when you check on Twitter, they always come up with this notion that Igbo's this, Igbo's that. I thought I'm the only one saying that, because one of the reasons why I don't talk about or bring in some of the comment of some of our Afonjas is because when you bring it, some people will think that you are doing that because you want to get problem, you like to show muzzle, that kind of thing. I don't want that. I just want us to let and live and let live. I'm not attacking any, not even you Fulanis. Okay, I am so desperate to live in a peaceful environment that even if you ask me today to have only 5 speaking Igbo states as a country, I will grab it without even looking back. if I'm opportune today, being 26th of September 2025, I will grab it and run. Then it's now your duty. Igbos in Asaba, Igbos in Ibanke, Igbos in Kwara, anywhere you are, you want to join, you want to be part, you want to come home. Then I will use my power as a nation, as a country, that I have access for having my own armor tank. I have access to build my own anything I want to build. You understand? I have my own official army, well organized. I now have right to buy my own fighter jet, everything. Then I can now help them to connect back. That's why I said that that's the only mistake. This is my opinion. The only mistake, the only place I can fault Mas Namadokan, because I was told that they gave him that opportunity and he refused. I will accept it, but I'm not going to sign that I won't come for this one. No, I cannot sign. Even if I sign, I will from behind sponsor them. They will not because the signature between me and you, and I cannot sign that they will not. They won't. If they want to join, they're not going to join. No, but I will sign because out of desperation, I will sign that I will not be the one requesting for them to come. Do you get what I'm saying? So let me just put it out there. Anyway, please, I have another thing to share with us. Now take a look at this. Here.
Please, let's read out what this honest Fulani man wrote concerning Biafra and the hypocrisy of Ndofe Manu at the mention of it. Are you ready?
Let me take it back a bit.
My darlings, please let's read out what this honest Fulani man wrote concerning Biafra and the hypocrisy of Ndofe Manu at the mention of it. Are you ready? Let's go. Khalid Yazidu wrote, why the Yorubas are afraid of Biafra. The name Biafra is not just a word. It is a living wound in the conscience of Nigeria. Biafra is a mirror that, whenever mentioned, forces the Yoruba elites to confront their historical.
The write-up was written by a Fulani man, and this our sister here is very, very active on X. That's why I get to know her, and I know that some people will say that what she's doing is somehow controversial, but you know we all have different temperament. Yes, because like I told you, if I'm to pay attention to some of the write-ups from Afonjaz on X, even on Facebook, I will not run another program than I will be replying them. And that's what our sister is doing. Because I'm saying this because some of you or some of our Afonjaz that may get hold of this video may know this lady. Is an able lady, very, very intelligent, and she's doing very, very well in terms of responding to Afonjaz. Okay? Because like I said, we don't have the same temperament. I may be calm to read and go. Some people may not do the same.
Dance with power, their silence in the face of genocide, and their calculated bargains that came at the expense of truth and justice. That is why the name Biafra unsettles the Yoruba so deeply. For the Hausa, it was war. For the Igbos, it was survival. But for the Yoruba, it became an opportunity to negotiate power and future dominance. This is why the word Biafra echoes like thunder in Yoruba memory.
Honestly, I love the way this if I because this sounds like an Hausa man, right? I don't think Fulanis can. I don't know if they can articulate things like this because I don't know. I'm just saying this is my own opinion that the word Biafra to Hausas or to Northerners, it means war between Igbos and them. Okay, to Yorubas, it means an avenue to negotiate for power. Exactly what is playing out. Exactly the way it is. And that's why they'll be the one to tell you that you will never rule. Imagine the insecurity going on in their land and their youth focus on the reporting and the joking and mocking Igbos for attempting to be proactive by having their own security, their Liberation Army to protect the land, and it's a very big problem to them. I'm not talking about Yorubas for that that are uneducated. These are educated people like so of this world. Of course, Soyinka, people who be a professor and all this, when they open their mouth, you can smell tribalism. You can smell bigotry. They don't care. They don't care about it. Now, listen, I love that statement, what it means to them. Yeah,
Biafra
he said,
reminds the Yorubas.
sorry, he said for Igbos, it's just to survive, which is true. There was a little Biafra soldier. They asked, "What is this for you? Like what this war? What does it mean to you?" He said that Biafrans are fighting to survive. It's just to survive. Defensive war from get to go. Yet they keep on calling that you are one causing problem. I know come na more anyway. Fact.
The Yorubas so deeply. For the Hausa, it was war. For the Igbos, it was survival. But for the Yoruba, it became an opportunity to negotiate power and future dominance.
Exactly.
This is why the word Biafra echoes like thunder in Yoruba memory. Biafra reminds the Yorubas of the pact they made with injustice, a pact that still bleeds into Nigeria's present. The Yoruba intellectuals and political class may write volumes, draft constitutions, and sing of democracy, but the ghost of Biafra will always sit at the table with them. No matter how they twist history, every time Biafra is remembered, it whispers the truth that unity built on betrayal will never bring peace, and that silence in the face of another people's suffering is itself a louder crime. The Yorubas fear the name not because of what it means for the Igbo alone, but because it marks the Yoruba role in preserving a Nigeria founded not on justice, but on compromise with blood. This post is deep and very powerful.
Honestly.
It takes real courage to tell history the way it is without sugarcoating.
Honestly.
And the truth is this, until we face the past honestly, Nigeria will never truly move forward. If a country is built on injustice and the blood of the innocent, unity will always remain a dream and never a reality. The Biafran genocide is not just a story in the past. It is a wound that still bleeds in the hearts of Nigeria. Some people try to deny it, but denial can never erase the truth. Igbo blood still cries from the ground, and until justice and reconciliation are done, peace will remain far away. Those who committed evil may try to hide, but the truth always has a way of chasing and exposing them. Only the truth can set this nation free. Nigeria needs to apologize to the Igbos and give us Biafra. Anyway.
Hey, this lady, try very passionate message there. One thing you need to understand is that it's not about segregating, it's about being realistic. Like I always tell you, nobody hates anybody, but if you don't want me to live, why will I celebrate your own living? Why will I celebrate your own life? I just want you to pay attention that what I just told you is not just a mere talk. This person, there's a post here. Somebody said, the remaining Yoruba communities in the Fulani Kwara are ghosted because of the Fulani terrorists. Exactly. Despite the high level of security concern in Yoruba land, what the mentally slaved Yoruba media are interested in is to blackmail IPOB. Not only IPOB, just because when you say IPOB, you're talking about US gang, right? In Kickback, just say Biafrans and the Easterners. Behind the camera, your land is falling to migrant terrorists whose ancestors conquered your land in Ilorin, but every now and then your obsession is with how to erase the word Biafra. This is your punishment from Chukwu Okike Abiama for supporting evil. This is your personal opinion, but like I said, you are not far from the truth though. But I cannot agree on everything they said here. The thing is that they're actually shooting themselves, ignoring the facts, and trying to play politics on everything. What Akito said here is gospel. All right? It's gospel. It's not this one an Igbo person quoting it, and he made this post when say this month, last year, he made this quote. Then, which means by now, because the death row must have, not even must have, it has multiplied. But we find out about how many multiply with your what figure? Is it 10 or 20 or 100? Because 29 as of last day, 29,000, you should be calculating on how many now. Just guess, because it is shocking. The picture you are seeing here now, this one, is recent one, captured, on the various location. This year, you can see them, they are running away, moving from their hometown, from the ancestral land to where? Unknown destination. And it's not as if where they're going is safe. That's the funny part of it. You are in your own zone, you can't defend yourself, you can't protect your land, and you are busy trying to set other in your nearby community ablaze. By the time they come for you, where will you run to? The template and the message from them is that they are doing what they're doing to make sure they're captured everywhere and send people to justice because you are infidel. Now, to some of you that don't understand Yoruba language, please, you can also tell us what it is on conversation, or maybe when we have live broadcasts, you may chip in and tell us what this is. I don't understand, but this is Yorubas and Kwara lamenting. They are lamenting here about the insecurity. So because some of you may be like, oh, this thing is just a right post. Anybody can post anything. Okay, can anybody also do this video and they made it in Yoruba language? I don't understand Yoruba language, but hear it. I don't understand what I said, to be honest with you. I won't lie.
Àwọn èèyàn wa ti pé wọn bí oṣù méjì ń sìn àti san 20 million wọn tún ní ká gbé 20 million míì wá ní ìjẹta báyìí àwọn ọmọ wa ẹ̀jẹ̀rin àwọn ọmọ wa méjì àrí wọn báyìí nínú gbọ́tàn bòròró bóyá wọ́n pa bí àrí wọn láti ìjẹta láti ìjẹrin láti wá wọn báyìí ó ti tó gbogbo ìgbà náà wọ́n ń gbé yẹn lẹ́lẹ́yìn bí owó là ń san ẹlẹ́yìn ìsanlú ìsìn ó ti sú wa ọ abẹ́ ìjọba kẹ́ wá bá wa dá sí ẹ wá gbà wá ní o.
All right, please, I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, I don't understand Yoruba language. If you understand what I said here, please let me know in the comment section. God bless you, and make sure you like the video. Tell me what you think about it. We are gonna be live today, hopefully, to present to you what we promised you, the speech of COS. All right, after the arrest of PM, when those guys all of them were panicking. She stepped up to address the situation, and when she calmed the storm, those are not fallback republic. They realized that they have their mind. We are not one working. What she's not back at and all that. So please keep your eyes on that and make sure you share this video. Put your comment, of course. See you again. Bye bye for now. God bless you. Take care.